Hello, everyone. My name is Anthony Tioli. I'm a physiotherapist working in private practice in Rosemere, Quebec, in Canada. I'm a PhD student in rehabilitation science at McGill University with a focus on knee osteoarthritis research, and I'm also the president and founder of Info Physiotherapy. Today, I'm excited to announce that in collaboration with BA Formation, I'll be launching a 4-hour knee osteoarthritis assessment and treatment online course. So as I mentioned, the course will be 4 hours online, and it'll be a course for healthcare professionals. So anyone from physical therapists to physical rehabilitation therapists, physical therapy assistants, osteopaths, athletic therapists, and kinesiologists. And this will provide you with 4 continuing education units or heures de formation continue. This online course will be available in both English and French. And because the online course is currently under development, it will be accessible as of July 31st, 2020. With this online course, we'll provide a certificate of completion. You'll have access to the presentation slides, and I'll also be providing other informational documents such as sample exercises, treatment session breakdown suggestions, etc. And that will all be provided in both languages, English and French as well. For a limited time until July 31st, the pre-sale price will be $160 Canadian, and after July 31st, the regular price will be $185 Canadian. We'll briefly go over a quick breakdown of the online course itself. So in the first module, I'll be just doing a brief introduction. We'll go through some myth busters, and we'll talk about the burden of osteoarthritis. In module 2, we'll focus more on osteoarthritis risk factors and prevention. In module 3, we'll talk about imaging and pain, understanding persistent pain and osteoarthritis, and then there will be a quiz to test you on modules 1 to 3. In module 4 and 5, we'll talk about differential diagnosis, clinical diagnostic criteria for knee osteoarthritis, and yellow and red flag screening. In module 6, we'll talk about the clinical assessment, more the subjective exam and the objective exam. And then afterwards, we'll have another quiz testing you from module 4 to 6. In module 7, we'll talk about non-surgical management, primarily rehabilitation. And in part 1, we'll talk about patient education and weight management. In part 2, we'll talk about key principles for exercise, prescription, and progression. And in part 3, we'll talk about more adjunct treatments such as manual therapy, electrophysiological modalities, assistive devices, etc. And then in the quiz 3 will essentially test you on module 6 and 7. In module 8, I'll discuss best practice recommendations for supplements, injection therapies, and surgery. In module 9, I'll talk about key principles for prehabilitation and post-operative rehabilitation following knee arthroplasty or replacement. And then the final quiz 4, will essentially test you on modules 8 and 9. To finish up, module 10, essentially, we'll just review the mythbusters to see how many we got right or wrong. And then I will deliver some take-home messages to conclude the presentation, and that will be the end of the online course. If you're interested in learning more, you can head over to baformation.com. All the information is there to purchase the course. If you have any questions for me specifically, you can feel free to reach out to me on social media at Info Physiotherapy. I'd be more than happy to answer all your questions. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.